What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today's topic is competition. So this is something that he wanted to talk about, so let's hear his thoughts on competition and what it entails.
So I think one of the things I like to talk about from competition aspect is, you know, a lot of people, they always say, oh, I'm not ready, oh, I don't know if I can compete. I always kind of tell them, you know what, nobody ever really feels 100% ready. I mean, unless you're a high-level competitor like one of the Miao brothers or Ruotolo brothers that compete all the time. You know, of course you're going to be nervous. You feel like you could have trained more. You could have been better prepared. But I think at some point, you know, you just go in there and compete and, you know, do the best you can. You know, it is important that somebody is recording your match. So after the match is done, win or lose, you can break it down and kind of review the strong and, you know, the weak points of your game. Yeah, definitely important.
I think after you get a couple competitions under your belt and you start refining your competition strategy and your plan, you'll start going in with a bit more confidence.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, like the more you do it, the more comfortable you become. Yeah. The other thing too, right, is, I mean, I'm obviously an older guy, but I always tell, after a competition, after I compete, I always try to motivate others that are, you know, cannot decide whether they want to do it or not. I said, look, yes, I'm a brown belt, but look, I'm an old guy. I'm still competing. I do it so that I can, you know, let you guys know it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Yeah, it's a competition. It's not life and death. It's not like the Roman gladiators. When you lose, you die. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to win, but, you know, you got to work hard to win. You're not going to just jump in there and all of a sudden you're going to be the best guy that ever came about. You got to work at it, yeah.
So, a couple of things that could help with your competition strategy. What do you say, Dad?
So one of the things that, you know, our current professors has instilled in us is to ask us, what is our game, right? What approach do you have from stand-up to submission, right? What is your ideal scenario? You know, what guard, what takedown, you know, what position you're going to attack from, and just try to work that, right? Understanding that the likelihood is going to exactly play out like that, it's pretty small, but it's better to go in with a plan than to just try to be reactive, yeah.
Yeah, so you can always be working towards something, right? I think that's what we didn't have. We didn't have that. It was just before. It was just very reactive. I think the other thing for me, right, and then I was talking to Tim about this last night, is by nature I'm just kind of a laid back kind of a guy, right? I'm not super competitive. I mean, like I said, the only person that can make me mad and push me hard is Carter. Nobody else really pushes me that hard, but I need to be able to turn that switch on when I'm competing, right? Especially if I'm gonna go fly out somewhere like Las Vegas or maybe even one day to Japan, right? I gotta be able to turn that switch on and just let it rip.
Push hard, yeah. Holy shit.
Did it hit you?
No.
Why did your car beep?
It sensed the other car was coming up quickly.
Oh, I never heard your car do that before.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, I heard Kieran Kitchuk, he said he turns into the bastard, right? That fuck you mindset where, you know, not coming out malicious, but whatever attempts you try to do to me, and just stuff it and do my game, right? Be super confident coming in, the bastard. It's like what you were saying, right?
Yeah, you gotta turn that on. I mean, we watched a video of Mikey Musumeci, but he talked about, what was he
talks
saying?
about blacking out and getting to like his flow spot, his positions, you know. And then that's kind of related to what you were saying about, you know, your plan. You want to get to your positions, right? You don't want to start playing or directing the match into some waters that is unknown to you, right? Because then you didn't practice the techniques, right?
Exactly.
So we try to get it to the spot, you know. And also I think practicing a lot of escapes too is important for competition, because you never know, might be put on the bottom, and you know, maybe he swept you, maybe you just fell over, right? You got to be able to come back from that.
Yeah, you got to recover. Going back to that Mikey story, that one story he told that was pretty amazing. He said, I think it was, I can't remember what tournament it was, but he said he actually was competing. He blacked out, like, you know, he was just going on autopilot, so to speak. And then he felt he was up in the stands watching himself compete. That was crazy. I was kind of blown away, but he's so focused on the match. That's what he's doing. He just knows what to do, and that dude's at the highest level, man. He's a badass.
Yeah, drilling is definitely one thing. You know, live drills too, situational, but also drilling to make the movements more normal, right?
So your body can react. I mean, sometimes it's good to go into a roll when you're so tired that you can't even think straight, you know, rolling with somebody, because now that's 100%, you know, instinct. You cannot think, you don't even have strength. You're just surviving, so to speak. But if you can manage and do well in those types of scenarios, yeah, when it comes to competition, you're pretty good, you're pretty ready, yeah?
Yeah. That's all we got for you guys, I think.
So we got the in-house tournament at Mililani tomorrow morning. It's a little smaller tournament, but I think for the people competing, it'll be exciting for them. A lot of first-time competitors, so we're pretty excited about that. I'm sure you're gonna see a video on that one.
Multiple.
All right, guys.
Peace
Aloha
out.
Friday. Take care. See you later. Us.